Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for April 13th through 19th, 2020. We're going to start your reading off by pulling a card to look at the spiritual energy that surrounds you this week. So let's see what's coming out for Aquarius. All right, Theta of Venus. Nice. This is healing. This is love energy. This is higher consciousness through the frequencies of love. So this comes through in many different ways, Aquarius. This is energy that's being projected to you by your spirit guides and the angels this week to really soothe you and raise your vibration and bring in healing. And for others of you, there are people around you that are offering and extending a lot of love and support to you at this time. So you are loved this week, Aquarius. Believe it. Next, we're going to pull some tarot, and here you are, the star, which represents you in the tarot. So we're going to shuffle you in and see what story comes out about all of this beautiful Venus energy. And Venus just moved into Gemini, a fellow air sign, so you may be feeling some positive vibes directly from Venus. Okay, at the center of your reading, we have the Hermit coming out in this position, and this means that you've been in a season of winter. You've been growing, you've been contemplating, you've been reassessing, you've been learning at the soul, and now all of that is going up into your conscious mind through expansion and evolution, and your pain and trouble is transforming into wisdom, and you're ready to move forward. So there's a bit of a spiritual awakening, a spiritual boost that takes place for Aquarius this weekend. For some of you, it's like there's this truth inside of you, and you decide now is the time that I'm going to share this, that I'm going to speak this truth. And it's these beautiful waves of that Venus energy that's being projected towards you. And this, what crosses this is the Seven of Swords. So this is major deep healing, because when the Seven of Swords comes out in this position, this is where we're moving on from the treachery. This is where it's happening. This is where we're finally moving on. We've gained the understanding. We've worked through the life lesson. We've begun to heal and mend the pain and the hurt within, and that's where you're at. So some of you this week, you might find yourself incredibly fierce, standing up for yourself, putting somebody in their place, not putting up with anybody's crap. Doesn't matter who they are. There's just this awakening, and through this awakening, you have this emotional and mental strength that maybe you didn't have full access to as you were filtering through these emotions, the Seven of Swords, whatever that means for you personally. But you're moving beyond this, and you're much stronger for it, and you're very much asserting yourself this week. And yeah, down here at the base, it's like I will stand up for myself, I will guard myself, I will protect myself, I will put you in your place. You're not putting up with anybody's crap this week. Even though there's all this love energy being projected towards you, that doesn't mean that you're just a pile of mush and like somebody can walk over you. No, all this love energy is making you strong, making you brave, and bringing you into like your full self. And in that space, you are very assertive, and you do have an opinion, and you're not afraid to speak it, no matter who it must be said to. All right, in the recent past, we have the Ace of Cups. So this Venus energy has begun prior to this week, Aquarius, and some of you with this being the Ace of Cups, with this Seven of Swords, this could be the treachery, the betrayal, the energy that you've been working through had to do with somebody who is very near and dear to your heart. In the headspace, you're coming through as the Eight of Pentacles. In this position, you have learned, you have grown, and you have evolved, and that's why we're having this spiritual awakening. That's why there are things that you feel like must be said said or must be shared right now. I can't hold this back any longer. And also really protecting yourself and asserting yourself and not putting up with anybody's crap. In the near future, we have this 10 of Pentacles. So this is excellent. This is major manifestation. This is connection with family. This is abundance. This is harmony. This is peace. This is flow. This is you receiving help or advice from somebody who is much older and wiser than you. And also this could be you making an amends with certain people in your friend circle or within your family, because you are coming into a new perception. You're speaking your mind, and I feel whatever you have to say garners a lot of respect towards you. So your energy is the sun, and in this position, you feel a little unsure. It's like, okay, yeah, I trust the future. I trust what's happening right now, but I still feel a little bit of this shadow energy around me. Don't worry, Aquarius, you will flip around to this side of the sun card. All right, in your environment, we have the Page of Cups. So, you know, this may be where somebody has turned their back on you, they betrayed you, they lied to you, they took from you, and this is the person in which you assert yourself. You lay those boundaries down, and you're not interested in their moodiness. And it's interesting because you're an air sign. This is the Page of Swords, which would represent you. And now in your environment, we have this water energy also showing as a page, which represents somebody else, and it's like they keep a lot to themselves, or they're just very moody, very aloof, cold, distant. But the truth is about this person is they are filled with emotions. They just don't know how to handle them very well. And also any other energies in your external environment that you know, are threatening you, again, you're gonna push up against that this week. You are very empowered. Your hopes and fears is you're just kind of scared, like the energy is going to stay stagnant, and you want to get out of like worry, concern. And it doesn't feel too intense, the worry and concern, but you really want things to normalize. You want to feel at peace. You want to be in utter harmony and flow this week. And what anchors the reading is the Seven of Cups. So this is a bit of confusion about which way do I go, you know, what is the proper direction, but those answers are forthcoming this week, Aquarius. You have the near future, the I'm sorry, what am I doing? This is your outcome right there. Where you're just not sure, you know, what to do here. Do I go right? Do I go left? But don't worry about that. Like this, there's a lot of solid footing, and what anchors your reading is the Three of Swords in this position. And what this means is the heartache, the worry, the pain, the sadness is flipping around, okay, as the anchor. And that was very similar as to what I was going to say with this being the anchor, but this is actually your outcome. So there's a lot of love energy. You're asserting yourself. You're standing up for yourself. There's this awakening going on. You're not going to put up with anybody's crap. And quite frankly, Aquarius, I feel like you get a much better response that you were anticipating. And you're just kind of like, okay, well, what do I do now? You know, when you call somebody out and they actually own up to it, you're like, I didn't expect that. I really thought you would, you know, play your games and behave the way that you always do. But the truth is, if this is about a very specific person, they have a lot of trouble dealing with their emotions and properly articulating themselves. And so they are very domineering and pushy if they feel they can get away with it. But I see you standing up and asserting yourself and laying down the boundaries, and they like quickly cower and back away, which is quite unexpected by you. You're like, whoa, that was easier than I thought that would be. And so let's pull some clarifiers on that. Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay, so this is like, again, where you really assert yourself, you stand your ground, and somebody submits and surrenders and is like, truce, I'm sorry, I give, you're right. And it's a very honest and strong energy, Aquarius. And also, you know, because we have this Theta of Venus, and this Seven of Cups is coming through with two different court cards, this could be, you know, where there's people coming back in to apologize or to take accountability, to make a truce with you for different things that they said or did that's happened through this Seven of Swords energy. And again, you're kind of like, whoa, I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming, but I definitely do see it there. So let's pull a few runes for you, Aquarius, and clarify a little further. I just want to rub them in the chakras of my palm to give them some energy so they can go where they want to go. Let's see. All right. You have 5 here that came out, and 4 out of the 5 are facing upright, which is very, very positive. That means, you know, most of the truth has been revealed. What you think and what you feel, you are on the right path. You know, your insight, your intuition, you are definitely on the right path, Aquarius. So you've got to trust yourself, but don't be too hard. You know, if somebody's coming at you and they want to apologize, they want to make things right, don't be too hard on them, because this right here is all about, you know, cleanse and healing and rejuvenation and transformation into happiness. So anybody trying to make amends with you, they absolutely mean it 100%, you know. And right here, Kano, opening up, clarity, dispelling the darkness that surrounds, you know, consciousness or any sort of situation. And here, you know, the sun coming into wholeness, coming into the light is happening for Aquarius. And then, you know, over here, this rune pushed this King of Cups onto this Page of Cups. So there's a really strong water sign coming through in this reading. And this right here, you guys are having a major growth spurt in the larger cycle of your souls. Okay, so there is major growth coming into play, and that could be within yourself, your wisdom coming into, you know, greater understanding, or this could be where you and this person are having a breakthrough with each other. All right, so let's take a look at the unknown rune that is sitting on the outcome, the Seven of Cups, and this is all about being, you know, a spiritual warrior. We see that through the Hermit having, you know, an awakening, and there's a lot of protection around you. It's time for you to come into your own. You need to have patience and trust that everything is in divine order. And when somebody's coming to you, Aquarius, wanting to apologize, wanting to take ownership and accountability for themselves and their actions, they mean it. It's true. It's pure. You're in a transitional phase. You've learned a lot, and now all of that experience is transforming into wisdom, and you're having a beautiful expansion and a awakening at the soul. You're moving out of 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords energy, feeling very empowered and asserting yourself, standing your ground, putting people in their place, and you're getting a better reception than you ever thought you would. And you might be like, well, damn, why didn't I do this sooner? But, you know, it's all about energy, and you're moving into that energy. You exert that power, that realness, like I mean business. It's coming from your energy now. All right, let's pull one final card. Your guys' reading is running a little bit longer than all the others. We have care required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. And so this is the energy that you have been dealing with the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, but you've learned and you've grown, Aquarius. And so when you feel a situation smelling and looking very similar as one of the past, though it's telling a different story, Trust the experience and assert yourself immediately. Next, we have achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. All right, so there could be some people around you that, you know, may be ill right now and you're worried about them, and Spirit is like, just project them, you know, this love of Venus. It's a very high frequency. It's connected to Jesus, you know, regardless of your spiritual or religious belief system. Jesus is, you know, a beautiful, beautiful energy that gives unconditional love and guidance and healing to all. And so, you know, those where you are worried about them and their situation at this time, you call upon Jesus to help protect them and guard them, because I do have the spiritual warrior rune showing up for you guys. So you have a lot of power in prayer, and anybody that you are worried about, just sit in prayer for a while, you know, looking for their highest good, that they're protected, that they are taken care of. If they are ill, that they recover, and that the angels are around them. All right, so those are your messages, Aquarius. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.